Hello, ladies and gentlemen, everyone watching. This is Ingiri. Welcome to what's going to be a bit of an interesting video, because today we are not part of a series. We are not actually playing Pixelcraft, even though we are here on the old Pixelcraft 4 world. And we're also not really doing a nostalgia look-back video. We are applying for a brand new SMP that's starting up called Crafters, actually. And to do that, I'm going to quickly grab our teleports blocks out of here. Let's go to my base. Let's go to the shopping district. Yes. And I just want to show off a couple of things that you can expect from me as a participant. I did not build this glass walkway. Someone else added that earlier. But one of the things I typically do in all of my worlds is start out with some type of farm. A very massive, simple design. This is the first one. I built this in my single player world, and I've also built it again here. Bunch of farms for all the different crops, and then a animal section in a single chunk of it. Which, the thing about the chunks, I tend to build a lot of things that are around about one chunk size, just because when I first played my single player world, it corrupted in a weird way, so that different chunks would just go missing for no reason in particular. It looks like I never finished the top. But that meant that I started trying to build designs that were oddly shaped, sort of like this, to where if a chunk just went somewhere else in the world, it would still be functional. Kind of neat. But let's go take a look at some of my main projects, starting with the shopping district, which will come over here. Pixelcraft is a private SMP that myself and Tanks135 and Beowulf played on, along with a bunch of other friends. The friend group is still together. We are not Pixelcraft as a Minecraft server is not doing anything at the moment. Probably won't be doing anything for a little while. In the meantime, I'm gonna see if my set of skills is desirable to the people in Crafters. Flying over the shopping district here. And let me find my swamp that was over here. We did have some very nice builders on this server as well. But here we go. Open. I'm in 1.17, so all the leaves look different. This world was not in 1.17. Here we go. So this is an area of swamp that I terraformed. I stripped off all the top layer, turned it into andesite because I thought it looked really cool, and it does still kind of look cool even with the different leaves. I was making an andesite mountain more or less. And then from the andesite mountain, you're supposed to come down somewhere around here. Here it is, I think. Into what was supposed to be an extension of the shopping district. Yeah, the shopping district over here, and then I was going to create an extra shopping district space down here, using a whole bunch of the new, at the time, new blocks. So you come down here, the idea was, into this underground area. You have that nice view. Let me set the time to night, actually. And let's take a look here. This. Oh, I forgot what it looked like, but this is that lovely nighttime sky that I had tried to create. I had to use different types of glass underneath the water in order to actually make that whole image. Wow, it looks fantastic because you've got a night sky and then you've got the little water droplets coming down to make it look so cool under here, as if they're giving life to it all. But anyway, that is the shopping district plan. Let's go take a look at the other very important nighttime build. While we're en route, I'll tell you a little bit about the inspiration. This is a build that I had in the planning for a long time. It's a build of a magnitude that you don't see often from me, but that's mostly because I just don't have time typically to collect this many resources. So it usually won't have... my single player builds will not get this big. My server builds will if there's a robust server economy, like there was on Pixelcraft, like there is on Hermitcraft, like there is presumably trying to be somewhat on Crafters. But this was inspired by a depiction from the Minecraft handbook way back in the day. And boy, does it look good at night. We actually had a whole event lighting it up because it was so cool to see. But you'll come up here. Interestingly enough, It is nighttime. Mobs can spawn right now, I think, but this entire base is actually spawn proof. Well, on top, the entire surface of it is spawn proof because I used a bunch of slabs and stairs and very carefully placed fires and things. Come up through all the fire and the flame. There's little parapets here. Wasn't really meant to be practical as far as defense goes. It was meant to... Oh, the stairs, please. That's the other thing, is there's a whole bunch of snow on top of it, which looks really cool, but also gets in the way. Now, the top exterior of the base is completely finished. The underside never got built because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I built all of this, and then I built this area, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to put here. Oh, well, so much for not spawnable. I guess there's a couple places missing. This is all my storage. Not how it's supposed to be, but I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to lay that in. And then I built this tower. This pattern here, going around. The pattern looks kind of cool from the inside, but it's more important about how it looks from the outside, just so you can see the flame coming through. And then come up here, second floor of the tower, different pattern. Third floor of the tower, open now. And from the open tower, you have this bonfire here, as well as the smaller bonfires here that all have ladders leading up to them, so you can actually get up to these in order to hail down fire from a defensive standpoint on the base if you're getting attacked. Not that it was a PvP server, it was just a cool idea. And that is the pattern that you're supposed to see coming through. And oh my goodness. Let me show it to you in the day. Still looks cool. It makes a little bit more sense. It's not quite as impressive, but that is what it is. If you come down here, you'll see what was meant to be is there's supposed to be a walkway here behind all these windows coming around, and you'd have actual like rooms and things for the base along here. In the center, if I had had enough time, I would have dug out a big area here underneath the main tower and built a giant lava pit and a main like safe area in the center of it. And then dug a lava moat around the entire thing. Just, again, all very, very unnecessary, but it would have been cool to see. However, I really do hope that you've enjoyed taking a look at some of the builds that I've constructed. Can you expect this from me? Well, probably, to be honest. If I can be buying blocks from people or buying enchants or something, then yeah, I usually can produce stuff like this. Can you expect the farms from me? Most definitely. Can you expect stuff like the shopping district from me? Most definitely, although maybe not so much underground. I do like to try to build above ground more often these days. So, I can dig when it's necessary. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do let me know. I'd love to hear back from you. And please do take a look at the videos that I posted in the outro, because I am actually a variety creator, and I've made a couple pretty interesting bits of content that you should take a look at. Both my forte, which is music videos actually, and this is Bob, which you just have to look at it because it's just Bob. Anyway, I will see you all